Hi, I'm Mark Wilson, the Engineering Heretic, and just to recap on the thing I did on span measurements of gears the other day, I talked about a book I've got from KHK about calculating the span method of gears, and that thing in the top right hand corner is what we're talking about here. This arc around here that you can actually measure. I couldn't find that the PDF version of it. They have, I think KHK do have a calculator there, but it's very difficult to understand. I found this on the net, and I thought, oh, what I'll do is I will do a bit of a short video on this one. Now, this one here is, what are they called? Forget now. Home. Evolution Design. Yeah, they have a pretty good website, and this is the page. I'll put the link on the comments. This is the page in question. I just need to explain a couple of things. Just to prove my point, the previous video had I talked about a 45 45 teeth, metric module 1.5, pressure angle of 20. There's a couple more things here. That's called a profile shift, and that's when you actually, if you have a problem with the center distance or even clearance for oil and things like that, then you can actually move the profile in or out a little bit to make up the difference. So if you had a slightly different pitch between the holes, you can actually profile shift or move your cutter in or out to make up that difference. It does alter the way the gear works, but you have a little bit of leeway here. So the profile shift in this case here, we're going to leave it 0. And we're just going to leave the span between the teeth as 4 at the moment. And we'll press the, so we've got 45, 1.5 metric module. This reads off, and then it will give the profile shift is 0. And I've said the span between the teeth is 4, and I'll go calculate. So now it gives me a bit of a printout of the results here, and you look at the outputs. It says here the span measurement should be 16.4441, and it gives it to in inches as well. The minimum teeth I can span is 1, and I'm not suggesting you do that. The maximum teeth I can span is 7. The recommended, they say, to span is 4, so it's a little bit different from my chart there. Let's just go back, and I said the other one was 25.3 on a span of 6, as I did before. So if we're going to change that here to 6 and then calculate, we should have 25.3, and the answer is, of course, 25.3. And they still say the recommended one to span here is 4. That's because there's a number of options you can use around here where the arc still works. So they recommend 4. The other chart says 6. You can suit yourself as to what you want to do. But this one here, you don't have to read a chart anymore. You just put the numbers in and off you go. And I'm Mark Wilson, and thanks for watching.